Yo, welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas Ryan, and this is Comics 101, where we go through the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, the oh my gods of the indie comic book space. And I go through my mistakes, my blunders, my mishaps, so you don't have to, and you could be much more successful, much faster, much quicker. And my goal at the end of the day is to help 1 million indie comic book creators with my platform, Vivid Panel, where creators win and they get 100% of what they own. So today, we are here to talk about the long term, thinking long term, right? Because a lot of times we want the fast win. The fast win is sexy. I'm not going to lie. The fast win is like, I want to be a famous comic book creator. And you make a comic book today, and then your comic becomes an adaptation. Marvel picks you up, and you're at worldwide acclaim just overnight, right? That's what we want. That's the dream. But guess what? That dream is not very realistic. I think that we have to understand that anything that's great, anything that we see now that has stood the test of time, it took a long time to build. It took a long time to even get to that point where it was like something of note, something to pay attention to. And it's a very, very, very lonely road. So, to start, the first thing that we should really try to figure out for ourselves is, what do we want to get out of this thing? And once we figure that out, we have to have a level of dedication. I think there's a level of dedication that we need to have towards that thing, to say, hey, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm in this for the next 30, 40 years. Because if you look at businesses, how long have they been around? 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 100 years they've been around. So the mindset to have behind these things is to say, well, am I willing to do this forever? Am I willing to do this for the long haul? Is this something that I feel that I can continue sustainably? And if comics is that thing for you, then guess what? You have what it takes to make it. And there's nothing wrong with feeling like, even though I thought this thing was for me and I thought that I would want to continue on for the long haul, it's not. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know what that's called? That's called self-actualization. That's called self-realization. That's called understanding yourself. And if you can understand yourself, guess what? You're ahead of about 99% of people in the world today. So, long-term thinking really requires a level of understanding yourself. It requires a level of understanding the field or industry or task or whatever is before you. Like when I think about my situation and me with comics, I've been in it for about 3 years, 4 years if you get technical. And I made the decision myself. I said, listen, I'm going to do this. This is it for me. For as long as I live, this is it for me. And I also made a decision that even if it doesn't turn out to be what I want it to be, this is it for me. I'm dedicating myself to the task. I'm dedicating myself to this venture. I'm dedicating myself to this path. And it's like I took an oath with myself and I said, I'm not stopping. I'm not quitting, regardless of what challenges come, because challenges are going to come. Challenges are going to get in the way. It's just, it just happens. It's life. Because here's the problem with short-term thinking. Short-term thinking makes everything take longer. So even you could have not been into, let's say, a certain venture or even into comics for very long. But short-term thinking will make you feel like you've been in it for years. Like because you're looking for that dopamine hit. You're looking for that quick flip, that quick win, and it'll likely never come. You're looking to strike out on your first time swinging at bat. And unfortunately, that's just not how things work. Now, a good frame of thinking to have is focus on the little wins, right? The small wins, believe it or not. The ones where you say, hey, listen, I wrote this page. I wanted to write this page and I wrote this page. Congratulations to me. That's a win. I made it through the entire mud draft of my book. Congratulations. That's a win. I think that allowing other people to determine our success, our version of success, is a very, very big problem. And that's something that I'll talk about in the next episode. You really have to understand what you are going for and what you want. out of this. But the long story short is that everything that was built, everything that is successful today took a long time to build. It wasn't built overnight. And if you are at a point right now where you feel, man, listen, I don't know, man, I've been doing this for a while and it's just not turning out the way that I want it to be. I've been at this for a long time. I'm feeling like, I want to give up. I want to quit on this. I want to stop because it's just not working. If you're at that point right now in your career, or maybe, man, I wanted to do more. I want to do more, but I just can't find the time. I haven't been doing it for so long that I feel like this is a failure. If you're at any of those stages right now, guess what? You're in the exact spot where you need to be, because everybody goes through it. I go through it. There's times where I'm like, man, I don't even know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? Why am I investing this time, this money, this energy into this? Why am I doing this? Sometimes I sit there and ask myself that. But then I realize that, there are companies out there, very big companies, that they had founders that said the same exact thing, like to themselves, why am I doing this? And they found the answer. And the only person that can answer those questions are them. And the only one that can answer that question for you is you. So stay encouraged, creatives. Keep writing, keep being bold, and that is it. So hopefully I was able to give you some encouragement. Hopefully I was able to give you something of value. And if I was, then consider subscribing and doing all the algorithm stuff that helps, make the channels do the channel thing. And I definitely appreciate all of the love and all of the support that I've gotten. And I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.